Back on member profiles, chance for you to find out who some of the many members of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce are. And this one, you know, it's the City of Champlin. But you've been driving by this thing. If you're a regular driver on 169, you've seen it. You've seen a big tree there and a present and an ornament too, but you've seen the building as construction was going on, and I bet you're wondering, what is that thing? Now, I know because I was there and I've been following this thing and I'm pumped, but you're about to find out about that and everything else that's going on in that area. It is so exciting to see this stuff going on. Now, I'm a longtime resident of Champlin, plus, you know, being the president of the chamber kind of gives you an in to find this stuff out, and plus, I'm naturally nosy, so I want to know, and now we've got them here to get you the answers. And well, so with us here is Jake Widmyer and Charlie Lehn. They are with the City of Champlin. Gentlemen, welcome to the show and thanks for coming.
Thanks, Pete, for having us.
All right, Charlie, so everybody's wondering what's going on all along the river. They've seen a lot of activity, and there's still some land with some potential possibilities. So explain to the greater community the City of Champlin's vision with creating the Mississippi Crossings area and the event center.
Sure. So thank you, Pete. That whole area that you see, as you mentioned, you know, developing along 169, the curve there coming into Champlin, coming right out of the bridge to Anoka, that's the greater communities area there for the regional aspect of Mississippi Crossings. And so we've got kind of an area there that serves the 6-mile pool along the Mississippi River. And that area, I guess, on the east side, Ramsey, Anoka, you know, Coon Rapids, and then coming up on the south side, Brooklyn Park, Champlin, Dayton. Mississippi Point Park is kind of in the center of that. So kind of the city's aspect to this whole thing is to try and do a regional draw and bring Champlin residents and everybody else back to the river.
Yeah.
So right now you see coming out of the ground and now completed with the ribbon cutting in October is the Mississippi Crossings Event Center. And that has a few other amenities that you may or may not see right away. There's a playground that's associated with that, an outdoor performance area over the top of the hill. And then the Bowl Line Apartments kind of were created the year before, but with that was created a larger parking lot to house what you kind of alluded to a little bit was a restaurant that they hope to develop here very soon, break ground on. And in the summer, I guess, depending upon if you've seen it from the bridge or maybe in the park itself, but there's about 600 feet of dock there that will allow people to pull up on their boats and maybe visit the site, visit the restaurant, hopefully, you know, come and see the Mississippi Crossings Event Center itself. And so along with that, then there's Your Boat Club. Yeah. That's established now as well. This will be, I think, our 3rd year coming up here. So we're hoping to, kind of continue to promote that and allow people to come up, use the park. And that's really what you see right now at this point.
You know, and you're right, because you can see what you can see from 169, but until you get there, and especially the music venue spot down there along the river is spectacular, but it's dropped down because that gets you kind of down toward the water level. And for people who have not seen, this is not your ordinary playground. I mean, I saw the kids at the ribbon cutting looking at this thing going, whoa. and man, if you wanted a whoa factor, you got it. And it is absolutely spectacular. And I know, Jake, we're going to get into this in a little bit too, but there is a $1 million view that occurs that when I first got into that building and you walk out onto that patio and you look up the river, it's like, wow. I mean, it is absolutely spectacular. Congrats to both you guys and everybody involved. And I know there were so many people involved. I was actually a part of the original planning committee way back with Champlin. And that was just, at that time, it was talking about, you know, we've got a huge resource here called the Mississippi River. And we're not doing much with it. We've got a boat landing and that's about it. What more could be done? And to see that vision and really build, and it has built with councils and other players as it's come together to start to see these pieces finish off, spectacular.
Thanks for saying so. You're right. There's been a lot of turnover the last 20, 25 years to kind of get to that point, and we're maybe kind of just now seeing some of the fruits of that.
I'm pumped. I am pumped, I'll tell you. And I think you will too, if you can get out there. All right, Jake, now that Mississippi Crossings Event Center is open, what type of activities and events are you promoting?
Sure, and Pete, like you said, the view is amazing, and our goal right now is just trying to get people there to show it off, to see what it's all about, and the playground will be open in spring, so we'll get some kids out there for that. But event-wise, in January, we hosted a family trivia night. the end of February, we hosted a ham bingo event. Families came in and, if you got bingo, you want a ham. In March, on Saturday the 25th, we will be having breakfast with the Easter Bunny. So, grandparents, families, bring your kids, cousins, neighbors, unlimited pancakes and sausages and pictures with the Easter Bunny. We did a fall version.
Yeah.
We're doing it again, 20 to 22, 23 vendors, homemade crafts and art products. Again, hopefully just trying to get a different crowd in the building to kind of show it off. And then we're really going to incorporate this building as part of our Father Hennepin Festival.
Yeah.
So the second weekend in June, much of the festival takes place right there on West River Road. So we're going to have the mayor's going to have a pancake breakfast one day. We can do as many different things, still to be determined, but as part of the festival that weekend.
And if somebody was, say, looking for a wedding venue spot to host a reception, is that an available opportunity?
Absolutely. So the building can host about 120, 130 seated comfortably. A little more if we open up the lobby doors and put some tables in the lobby, but absolutely, and it would be a great, amazing views, great for pictures, something we're looking forward to doing a lot of.
All right, so Jake, somebody out there is like, well, I need something. Is there a way for somebody who wants to check out the event center and make that happen to kind of get a feel for the facility and see if it's a fit for them?
Absolutely. We're, like we said, with the events, trying to get as many people there as possible. But we're also hosting open houses once a week.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes during the day, 1 to 3, and then the next week it's 6 to 8, usually on Thursdays, some Wednesdays. But beginning in April, I'm actually going to be staffed down there. So you'll be able to call me and set up an individualized tour if you like.
Oh,
and
sweet.
We'll make it happen.
Sounds good. All right, Charlie, so we talked about the music venue opportunity, the performance area there.
Right.
Is there plans for, as we head into summer 23?
Yeah, right now, the council's considering what it is that they want to put down there in addition to our partner, the Greco development team. They're, I think, promoting right now about 10 different outdoor performance area events.
Sweet.
So the city council's kind of deciding on what it is that they want to add to supplement that for summer. We can tell you that with the many rentals that we've already got booked down there, there's going to be a Filipino festival, I believe, in the end of June.
Oh, great.
Right now, and we're looking at, other activities. Hopefully, there's leagues that'll be offered and brochures down there as far as like yard leagues, bags league, bocce ball, and eventually we hope to put lawn bowling down there on our turf area once that. There's a few things that we have to finish on the punch list that we didn't get finished this fall, Pete, but, we've had a band that was down there in October. We know that everything's are working, and so we've got high hopes to have, a lot of performances, this summer and coming online, in the next couple of years.
And this information obviously is going to be available on the City of Champlin website as performances get scheduled, those things are happening?
Right on. We're going to just kind of get everything situated, scheduled, and try and either make our spring or summer brochure as what I kind of anticipate right now once we can kind of lock these in, get these performers, booked and, just kind of setting up food trucks are part of it.
Yeah.
Doing some of that and, just getting it out to the community.
I mean, isn't it great you got a home. You got a home for all this stuff,
Right.
Now, the big question is this fall, is the Shed Fest going to be at the event center or is it going to be in the shed? And you don't have to answer if
No,
it's
that's
not
okay.
decided yet.
No, I think the Shed Fest has found its home where
I
it's
think
at.
so, too.
It's kind of established there, and only because we can probably put a larger crowd there than we can up at the outdoor performance area. But I guess with that in mind, once the restaurant is anticipated to be built, they'll be able to house just a few more people. Right now, our outdoor performance area holds anywhere from about 400 to 500 people. Yeah. And but still, we'll kind of see what the capacity is as things develop.
you gotta have it in a shed if it's Shed Fest, you know. And there's nothing wrong with where it is. Plus, it makes you guys got to clean the place up a little once a year, you know, and kind of make it look nice. And if you've never been to Shed Fest, you need to go. And this is an annual event here in the city. I am so excited about this, just to see the city embracing the river. It's not that they didn't before, but to have the facility there and just this whole plan of this tie-in and more to come, which is exciting as well. But just to see this thing taking the steps. All right, Jake, so somebody out there is like, man, I got to talk to somebody because I got a wedding. Hopefully it's not a shotgun wedding. I got a wedding and I'm hoping for an available date. Or, hey, I'm interested in one of those things that you were talking about. How do they get a hold of you? How do they get a hold of information about the event center at Mississippi Crossings?
Sure, Pete. There's so many different ways. The City of Champlin's website is a great a place to start. There's a lot of information, pictures on there. We have a brand new website dedicated just to this area. It's MississippiCrossings.com. Again, you can make your reservations right there, view photos, pricing. Our vendors are there. Give us a call as well. Our Parks and Public Works office, 763-421-2820. Or like I said, beginning in April, I'll be staffed down there Monday through Friday. So stop by and see me, and I'll gladly show you around.
Excellent. And Charlie, would you guys come back? You know, obviously we've got some more development to occur, and maybe an update down the road as to how things are going, and then what's happening at the event center.
I'd be grateful to do it. Thank you.
Excellent. He is Charlie Lehn. He is Jake Widmyer. They are with the City of Champlin. Mississippi Crossings. It is so cool. All right, we're taking a break. When we come back, more with member profiles right after this. Nicely done.